It's BBC News, the headlines. The family of a US student who died after he was jailed in North Korea have criticised President Trump for praising Kim Jong-un. Otto Warmbier's parents said no excuse can change that Kim and his evil regime killed their son. Their comments came after Mr. Trump heaped compliments on the North Korean leader. Pakistan has freed an Indian fighter pilot captured after his jet was shot down in the disputed region of Kashmir. Wing Commander Abhinandan Varthaman was handed over at a border crossing in Punjab. Demonstrators have clashed with police in Algeria as tens of thousands protested against the president's decision to run for a fifth term. Authorities say more than 50 police officers have been injured. Just take you to the live scene in Hanoi, where Kim Jong-un is set to leave Vietnam. There he is, waving. Many well-wishers have been gathering for some time, waiting for him to arrive. This is a train station in Hanoi where his train is there waiting for him, and he's set to head in for a journey back to North Korea. It's about 4 days long. He may stop off in China on the way, we're not quite sure, but he's actually come from a meeting with the Vietnamese Prime Minister. That was his last official event on the schedule, and now he's set to leave, of course, on the final day of his visit in Vietnam, and he was there initially for a summit with Donald Trump, the US president. This was his second meeting with the US president. The first one, of course, was in Singapore, and there was hope of some movement towards denuclearization. But that summit actually ended early, as being billed as a failed summit with no real sense of what came out of it, of any agreement for denuclearization, but some sense that they would continue talking according to the North Korean side. He's been waving there. He's certainly ready to be on his way. It wasn't a summit without controversy. President Trump said that North Korea wanted the sanctions lifted, and North Korean officials contradicted that line, saying they wanted some sanctions relief. Of course, Jonathan Head will be live with us from Hanoi in half an hour with all of the latest on Kim Jong-un's trip to Vietnam and the summit. Well, that's it for me. Coming up next is David Eads, but now on BBC News, it's time for the Travel Show.